me, Hailee. This is my genius project, and it's all about magic. Watch this. Just kidding. It's all about recorders. I bet I fooled you. But my project has 3 parts. The first one is all about the recorder's history. Boom! More magic. The first part of my genius project is history. Boom! More magic. Part 2 of my project is the levels and notes I can play with this recorder. More magic. Part 3 of my genius project is example songs based off the levels and notes from my second part. Magic, and speaking of magic, here's the first fact. First fact done. Did you know that the recorder is one of the oldest instruments in history? I bet I didn't. Before this, I would never have known. Now, here comes fact number 2. Second fact written on the board. Did you know that scientists have even found recorders dating back as old as cavemen? And if you're wondering how cavemen made them, they used bone and took a pointy stick and poked holes in them. Pretty simple, right? And now for fact number 3. Boom. There's fact number 3. Did you know that recorders belong to an ancient group of instruments called internal duck flutes? And I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking actual ducks, but it's not. It's an instrument. Now for fact number 4. Boom, there it is. Now, how about this fact? Did you know that famous people such as Bach, he was a composer, Bach and lots of other famous composers wrote special ensembles and solos just for the recorder because they were super popular. And speaking of popular, did you know that Henry VIII, a famous king, had a collection of over 76 recorders? Now that's a lot. Now for fact number 5. Boom, there it is. This is the 5th and last fact from part number 1, history of the recorder. Now, recorders today. Popularity of the recorder has gone on and off for a long time. Like in the 1800s. It was kind of popular, but then it lost it. And then it was popular again. And then it lost it. And now it's popular. And now there is over like 12 different types of recorders. The smallest recorder is 4 inches, the Garkling recorder, and makes the highest sound. And the largest recorder is taller than my ceiling. It's 10 feet tall. Now that's tall. And my recorder is special. It's called a soprano recorder. It's not too high and it's not too low. Now, on to my second part. Boom! Here's part 2. The levels and notes of the recorder. Obviously, there are 4 levels. Beginner, easy, moderate, and expert. I am around moderate, but that's just for me, say. Now, the highest note that you can play on the recorder is high D. This is high D. It looks like this. You are not pressing the back B. It's just this one. Now the next note. Boom. There it is. Next note is high C. That little H just means high. It's for me to remember. Now this is high C. You're pressing the back B and this one. It's a little lower. Now, on to the next note. There it is, the next highest note, and it's B. This is what B looks like. And this is what it sounds like. Now on to the next highest note. Here it is, the next highest note. And I keep saying the next highest, but some of them are not very high. This is what A looks like. You just add a finger to the B. And this is what it sounds like. Now, on to the next one. There it is. And I know I've been saying the next highest note, but as you travel down and add more fingers to the recorder, the notes get lower. Now the next lowest note is G. This is what it looks like. You add one finger to the A, and this is what it sounds like. Oh, whoa. Now, on to the next lowest note. Next lowest note is F, and this is what it looks like. You add one finger to the G, and this is what it sounds like. Now on to another note that's just like F, it's just a little different. Now, this note is still F, but it has like a hashtag thing in front. Now, you might think it's something really complicated, but you just move your fingers around a little bit. It looks like this. This is hashtag F. This is what it sounds like. Now, on to low E. The next lowest note is E, and this is what it looks like. And this is what it sounds like. Now, on to low D. Bum, bum, bum. Now, just like the high, it's an H, but this is an L. L is just for me to remember that it's low D and not high D. So, low D looks like this. With all of your fingers, except this little one down here is for your pinky to do. And this is what it sounds like. Now, on to low C, the lowest note that you can play on the recorder. Now, for the last and lowest note that you can play on the recorder, it's low C. Now, I would play it for you so you know what it sounds like, but my pinky is too small to reach down here, and it just sounds like squeaks. So, on to part 3! Here it is, part 3, the moment you've all been waiting for. Part 3 is about some advice when you're playing the recorder, and some example songs based off the levels I told you about in part 2. My first piece of advice for you is when you're playing the recorder to always sit up straight so you make the best sound possible. My second piece of advice for you is to cover the holes tightly to avoid squeaks. This is what you want to sound like. If you don't cover the holes tightly, this is what it'll sound like. A bunch of squeaks, and you don't want that. My third and last piece of advice for you is to blow lightly. Your blow should be like you're blowing out a candle. This is what it should sound like. But if you blow too hard, this is what it'll sound like. You might want to cover your ears. And trust me, you do not want to sound like that. Now, on to some example songs. The first song I will be playing for part 2 of part 3 example songs is Hot Cross Buns. It is one of the easiest songs to play, ever. It only uses 3 notes. B, A, and G. Song I will be playing is in the category of easy. It still uses the same notes, B, A, and G. It's just a little longer and a little bit more challenging. Here it is. The third song I'll be playing for you is in the category of moderate, and my mom taught me, and she remembers it from Tomoka. I guess she did recorders too. So have we. Now, it's called Who Has Seen the Wind? It uses 4 notes. B, A, G, and E. Enjoy! The last and final song I will be playing for you is called Ode to Joy. It's definitely not expert since I can do it, but it's getting there. It's getting there. The notes used in Ode to Joy are B, A, G, high C, and high D. It's definitely a challenge transitioning from each note. Now, enjoy Ode to Joy. And before I do it, let me just tell you it's by Beethoven, a famous composer. I think you know who he is. Here we go. I hope you enjoyed the 4 songs I played for you and my overall presentation. If not, it's okay. I just hope you learned a little something. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.